Welcome to Headphones On, a very special event here at St. Mary's Infant Asylum. We got the Psych Peas in the house. And you know, the Psych Peas got their big album release on July 3rd at Soul Kitchen, 219 Dolphin Street. And you can go there. You can get tickets online, can't you? Isn't it one of them shows? Yeah, you can get tickets online. So make sure you get online and go get some tickets because it's going to be the Psych Peas. Abe Partridge is going to do a solo set, and then we're going to have the Red Clay Strays. So, get out there and see it. But before we let them give you a preview of what's going on, we're going to let you get to know the boys. So, who you got with you tonight?
This is my buddy.
Speaking of this mic.
This is my best friend for over a decade now, Dave Garrett over here on the guitar. And we got young Andrew Bishop back here on the bass. And then we got everybody's favorite lunatic, John Hall, back here on the drums.
He is, I promise he is. He's a good time Andy, isn't he? Isn't that one of his good time Andy?
That's what he calls himself. I just call him Young Andrew.
So the history of, and in case you're not in the know, Psych Peas, it's Psychedelic Peacocks. Tell me a little bit about the history of the Psychedelic Peacocks.
Well, me and Dave been playing. We served in the military together for a long time, and we used to pick around in his house. And then whenever I started doing my solo stuff, I started being able to get gigs, and so we played a bunch of gigs with another drummer, and then he moved off, and then so by that time I got to be good friends with these fellas back here, and
yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
And then we got the rhythm section for the Strays, and then it kind of just took off from there.
So how did the rhythm section from the Strays, how'd they get involved? How'd that happen? You got a mic, John. Tell us.
Oh. Hey. I don't know. We were just hanging out with Abe. Drew got real close with Abe before all of us did. And then Abe was like, hey, man, I got this kind of punk band. Do y'all want to, play with me? And me and Andrew were like, dude, hell yeah.
So with that said, I mean, it's such a different sound from the Red Clay Strays. Like, whenever y'all play these gigs, what are you getting on stage that you don't get, or that's different? I'll say that it's different because you get something different and everything. So what's different?
It's kind of the same. It's just more hardcore. It's punk.
You stay excited the whole time.
Yeah, I guess.
I can show my ass a little bit more, which I still show it with the Strays, you know what I mean? But with this, I've always been like a rock and roll dude. I love it. Yeah, and so to be able to play it with my best friend, and they have become my best friends, it's badass to get to play like my love.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So as far as the album goes, is this the lineup of guys that you brought into the studio?
Yeah, man. We all went to Nashville about I think it was middle of last year, and put together the live portion of the record, or the studio portion of the record. And then when there's a live, so the A side of the record is studio stuff that we recorded up there, and then the B side is this same lineup right here live over at Cedar Street.
So what would you say is the difference between, recording your solo stuff and doing something with the Psych Peas?
Well, playing with the Psych Peas, I get to scream, and I can roll around on the floor, and then they don't look too kindly on that at folk shows, you know what I mean?
I wish you would.
Yeah,
I wish you would.
I've been trying to figure out ways to incorporate it, but it's kind of tough. It's a hard sell.
I don't know. Europe.
Yeah, well,
Europe, they like anything American, so.
Yeah.
But tell me about this album. Let's talk about the album that you're going to be having the release party for.
Yeah, well, we were I think, Steve, we were going to release the record, but I think we might end up having to hold off for a while because I have fans from elsewhere in the world that want to come to it. Oh. And they were coming to it, but then, coronavirus, so we'll have to, we might delay it a few months, see if we can get out of this corona stuff.
Yeah, for real. I don't blame you. Have to wait for the Rona. So what for people who are familiar with your solo stuff, what can they expect from this album?
Well, like half of them ain't gonna like it, but then like the other half are gonna like it pretty good,
Yeah.
So I guess they'll just have to listen to it and see,
So one thing that I loved about it was the actual vinyl itself. because you showed that off to us, man, and it's beautiful. So, tell us a little bit about the actual physical album. What's
Yeah,
that look like?
we're gonna have a record. We spared no expense, man. I've made a lot of records for myself and for different bands, and through trial and error, we found the best place to do it, and we didn't really cut any corners, and we went all out, and we got this great sound and cool looking record. It's got ink inside of it.
Yeah.
And it's clear and it's badass.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is beautiful.
Yeah.
So like,
it's like a piece of art.
It's going to be like quite a dynamic at your show at the Soul Kitchen. That's July 3rd, right?
July 3rd,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
Soul Kitchen.
Yeah, 219 Dolphin Street.
Yeah, in the back room. So usually when we play the front room, but they're moving us to back room, and they're going to have masks, and they're going to encourage everybody to keep their distance and rock and roll with like 6 feet apart.
But whenever I think about y'all's music, I think about everybody wearing the mask like all at once. I mean, that kind of might look a little cool.
Yeah, it
you
might
know,
actually,
you know what I mean?
Might make for a cool music video or something. Yeah.
But the dynamic you doing your solo, and then Red Clay Strays, and then the Psych Peas. I think about the Strays fans that are going to come out. What do you think they're going to think about it?
They're gonna leave, dude.
No, they're not. Don't say that.
They might not.
Don't
I
you
don't know.
dare say that.
They might not.
They'll stay because they support local music.
That's right.
That's right. Mobile supports local music, because we're going to stay for all the bands.
Yes, we do.
And get there early for the openers, aren't we? Because we like music, not because all the cool kids are going to be there. That's
It's the
right.
right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do. You're going to see some like commercials coming from all this entertainment about that. Some political ads talking about like Montgomery Fat Cats and whatnot. But all right. So before we roll the credits and I say my little thing and all that, what can the people who have never seen Psych Peas before, what can they expect tonight?
Oh, man, rock and roll music. That's what
Yeah.
we play, rock and roll music, and some people think it sucks, and some people like it, and whatever your reaction is, we don't really care. We just make what we like to make, and leave it.
And
at that.
they love it.
Yeah, they do. We were digging in the kitchen just a few minutes ago. So yeah, Psych Peas. It's a headphones on special event promoting their show at Soul Kitchen, 219 Dolphin Street, downtown.
July 3rd.
July 3rd. You go on the website and get the tickets.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
Can you get them at Mellow Mushroom? Is it one of those shows too?
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
It'll say it on the website.
Yeah, just go to the
It'll
website.
say it. It's like, man, we're a Mellow Mushroom band now.
And the
Sweet.
tickets are limited too. They're
Very
only selling so
limited.
many, so you need to hop on there and get them if you plan on
And-
going. Because
and-
I'm not sure if you'll be able to get in if you try to wait and just get them day of show.
And
They're
cor-
$15. They're not going to get any cheaper.
No, you're not going to get any better entertainment either. I mean, I'll be honest with you. So correct me if I'm wrong. If you want a copy of the vinyl, I mean, that's the only way you're going to get it. It's the show, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you're gonna have to come see. You're gonna have to come see one of us for sure.
Yeah. So, all right, Psych Peas, headphones on, special events. Let's do it.
Live from St. Mary's Infant Asylum, it's Headphones On. Presented by All This Entertainment.
His horse was black as Jarkettle. He wrapped his face in a blue bandana. The nickel barrel of his six-shooter was what the cowboys feared. Then he held back a grin, like a preacher fight sin. Said I traded licks with the devil for all these years. For all these years, all these years. Christie. And I rode south with his hooker. And she bid him farewell. She bid him farewell. Oh, farewell. The Indian ladies back in Juarez said this white man's got no conscience. He's like Cortez and all the white killers that came before. And they'd fight the Delano, but they'd fall like the Alamo. And they love him. They're begging for more. They're begging for more. They're begging for more. Ah, for more. listening for a call, and I'm reaching out for my friends who feel like they're about to fall. You know that sometimes the burdens of your soul don't even feel right. So give me a hand, dear brother, and I'll try to help you out. Maybe I can carry you along. And I got a friend named Eddie. He's always been the biggest pal of mine. He said he's been trying now for years to find a way up out of this world alive. And I said, oh Eddie, I don't think you're gonna find it, brother, but I can't fault you enough for trying. Oh, and Eddie, if you find it, man, you let me know, and I'll do that every night. And don't you fall when your burdens are too heavy, 'cause my back is strong, and baby, you can count on me. I lean on me. And you know that Susie loves her pistol as much as most girls love their dad. And she carried on the side of her hip to the day she shot old Johnny in the head. 'Cause you know that Susie was a lover, but Johnny was a cheater. She done walked it on him with that girl that he'd been cheating with. Well, you got 15 years to life, Susie, but with good behavior, you'll get out in about 5 instead. And you know that Jenny loved Bobby as much as anybody ever did. But you know that Bobby was a gambler, and he left Jenny with about everything they had. And if I had $1 for every tear that Jenny's cried since then, God knows, I'd be such a rich man. Well, now, Jenny, quit your crying, baby, and pick yourself up and try to find yourself a better man. And don't you fall when your burdens are too heavy, 'cause my back is strong, and baby, you can count on me. I lean on me. I lean on me. I lean on me. I lean on me.
Can we get a tad bit more vocal in the monitor, please? I think we might have turned it down when Steve was up here. Whew. It's gonna be right here, right, Dave? Check. This is gonna be happy. Nothing. All right, fellers.
descending to nothing. And nothing will be. There'll be nothing to go on. We'll have nothing to do. We'll have nothing to live for, baby. We'll have nothing to prove to prove.
This is a country and western song that I wrote called Jesse James. I hope you like it. Hold on a second, fellas.
My hand was up, I was ready.
Well, I wish I had a pistol, wish I had a cause, and I sat at the head of a band of outlaws, outlaws. If I had me a cause, there ain't nobody I'd fear. I'd put my pistol in my pocket, I'd charge the very gates of hell. I'd like to sit at the head of the finest outlaw gang, and I wish I was Jesse James for just one day, one day. Frank Straw was as fast as a lightning flash, so tough in the movies. He's played by Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash. He was a loyal of a brother anybody could ever ask, and he never said a word about where they kept their hidden stash, hidden stash. There was a special kind of love between them brothers, they say. I wish I was Jesse James for just one day, one day. So we'd gather up our boys and go hide out in the field, and underneath the moonlight we'd tell them old Confederate tale. And then we'd roll us down some timber, then lay it across the rails, and when that Yankee train came coming, Lord, we shoot it all to hell, all to hell. They say, and I wish I was Jesse James for just one day, one day. country and western.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in, however many of there is of you. And I'm sure there'll be people watching it later. Come to our show. It's a pairing of the worst band in Mobile along with the best band in Mobile. And, well, this is
They're both the
this
worst. We all
This is
know.
obviously the worst band, but
It's not very obvious to me, Abraham.
well, y'all come on to the show, and we try to break something for you. All right, Lackluster.
Well, I've worried through the seasons that are turning now a time. I can't escape this endless summer that's plagued my translucent mind and fried every feeling of my former autumn bliss, and it's faded every color and broke my will to resist. This wretched wasteland of mediocrity that is my weary mind, lackluster, no better than average, whatever. I'm tempted to resign. Here we go. Well, I'd happily conform if I thought it made me free. But I've seen this place before, and I heard the gospel that they preach. You want me to sacrifice it all for a couple of guarantees that are based on nothing but a word that I no longer believe. So I'm just another mindless punk sinking into the oblivion of this modern life on a prayer. I can't see tomorrow, who cares? Today shall be mine, hallelujah. And sometimes I don't know where the hell I'm going, and the rest of the time I'm afraid to look, so I write a poem, stream of consciousness with the spirit flowing, and then I wake up. So pour another one up for Lady Winter as I learn her song to sing on the chance I get to see her before she retires to the spring. And I ain't about to say I'm sorry for something I cannot feel, and less than half of my faith remains, but at least that's the part I know is real. So here I go, just picking myself up from despair yet again, half-baked in the summer heat, without a trace. Farewell to my friends, here we go! This will be our final tune for the evening. Thank you for being with us on Headphones On. And thank you, Sergio, and all this entertainment for having us. Steve Centani, thank you. Come to the show at the Soul Kitchen. the darkened clouds, and we pushed the sweat off our hardened brows, and we were cast away to seize the day they named tomorrow. A crooked finger at every empty shrine, pointing the way that our headlight would shine. There was no God inside, but they replaced him now with sorrow. God with sorrow. God with sorrow. God with sorrow. Well, these neon signs used to advertise cheap alcohol and a bastard time. Now they just hiss and steal some rich power bill out of order. Writing poetry just for fun and singing battle hymns at the top of our lungs. And now we humbly pray that we don't go the way of our fathers. Nah, we don't go the way of our fathers. We don't go the way of our fathers. And we don't go the way of our fathers. And so we ran like hell from that devil land. We cleansed our mouth from the desert stand. War was just a lie, Uncle Sam's disguise, and now we know better. We stuck a peek behind the curtain. We found that justice was never certain. And we were sparing blood, a crimson flood. Hallelujah. 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 Rock and roll.
What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? You saw the Psych Peas. Remember, July 3rd, Soul Kitchen, 219 Dolphin Street, www.soulkitchenmobile.com. Get your tickets now. Get it. It's going to go quick. It's going to be the Psych Peas doing the album release. It's going to be Red Clay Strays. It's going to be Abe Partridge doing the solo stuff. And you know what? Thank you to Boogie Bottom Spirits for being our continued sponsor. Thank you. And remember, next week, we've got a great 4th of July pre-party with Fat Man Squeeze. Fat Man Squeeze is going to be in the house. It's going to be handycam. Hey, how about now? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, we got Fat Man Squeeze making their debut. We're going to have some good old bluegrass. They got songs about everything from Walmart to Star Wars. So we'll be all covered. It'll be a good kickoff to your 4th of July weekend. Thank you for joining us. Hey, we're going to do another On the Porch tomorrow, and I hear rumors of our lovely tea party getting, filmed. So stick around. Headphones on. Thank you for joining us. We out.